Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes, breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
This running back is a weapon, and not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Finds the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes up. At the 37. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
You get the completion, and now you set up a man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to pass. It's Fox. It's complete on the right side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pressure coming. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the sticks. It's Jordan. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He wants to throw it again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer, as you saw.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got room on the return. They finally get him down. huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Fields. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped. Aim. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. That's caught. It's 4. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just... cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back.
And he'll take it in and house it. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. To throw, it's Fox. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
With the catch, it's Jordan. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. That's caught. It's Jordan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on the RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point was good.
35, USC, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. The quarterback extends the play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Ryan's his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, they're after him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Trojans are marching down the field. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He's got his man. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Jennings. It's complete to the right. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game to pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Trying to slam in. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On the run, it's Fields. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.